In a small market in Korea, a beast that always lurks in the dark has not yet revealed itself. His name is Dong Jun, all day around here as the porter. In fact, he wanted to hide his true identity, because he used to be the boss of the most evil gangster in Korea. As long as he shows up, no one in society dares to disobey. Dong Jub is now an ordinary citizen, for the love of family. Now he doesn't want to kill anymore. I just want to be an honest person, even if on the road someone carelessly hit the rear of the car. He is also polite, ensure that the other party compensates according to the provisions of law. Unexpected, the driver arrogantly threw money at Dong Jun, and told him to pick it up and go away. At this point, the wife finally couldn't take it anymore. She angrily walked over to talk to the driver. Dong Young's current is very difficult financial, not even the fuel cost is enough. So obediently bent down to pick up the money to count. But his wife insisted on calling the police. I just heard the police report. The owner of the car in the back looked worried, because there was also a kidnapped girl in the car. At this time, the gangster boss Nick got out of the car. 2 kicks straight to the body, make the driver dizzy, then pull him out and come in, slap twice in the face, and arrested the driver. Sorry to the couple. Dong Jun saw that the other party had such a sincere intention. I also don't want to worry about anything more. Get your wife in the car and leave. Everyone thought it was over, but Dong Jun's wife was noticed by the boss. I don't know what's going on in his mind. Let's keep an eye on the unexpected happenings behind. Tomorrow, Dong Jun is working at the market. I was alone in the house when suddenly there was a knock on the door. A man dressed in black broke through the door and entered the house. The wife did not understand what was happening and was extremely frightened. Run as fast as you can into the bedroom and lock the door. Then quickly find the phone to call her husband right away. It was at this moment that another man in black broke the window. Break into the room. The 2 men teamed up to capture her, then use anesthetic, causing the victim to faint. The person behind this kidnapping is Boss Nick, who caused the car accident last night. His profession is the sale of women, kidnapped beautiful girls, then offer to the rich TD. If her beauty is normal, she will have plastic surgery, and then sell it for a higher price. Unlucky girls, then their organs were removed and sold abroad. Dong Jub came home from work to find the door was broken. The room in the house is very messy. Dong Jun didn't see his wife anywhere. No bad things. He immediately called out to find her. In despair, he thought of a way to ask his juniors to take revenge. But he thought again. He didn't want to follow the old gypsy path. He has been a normal person for many years now. Dong Jun went to the police station to ask for help. But these policemen are irresponsible. Word will tell to conduct an investigation immediately. But in reality, the opposite is true. When Dong Jun turned around to leave, the policemen did their own thing as if nothing happened. To the main door Dong Jun was surprised to see. Missing person notices are plastered all over the wall. The recent disappearances are all female. I don't know what their situation is right now. It seems to rely on these bureaucratic policemen. It's not okay at all. Dong Jun is helpless not knowing what to do next. Just left the local police station. Suddenly, an unknown number called him. The opponent was the big brother from the day before. He said if he continues to report the case to the police, will order his subordinates to threaten your wife. Then he asked Dong Jun to the coffee shop to negotiate terms. After the male lead arrived at the rendezvous point, only to see a phone into a handbag. Just when he didn't understand what was going on, then the phone suddenly rang continuously. Buy virgins. Large number of married women. Virgin girls will get 50% commission. Dong Jun really couldn't take it anymore. Pick up the phone. The big brother told him to open a leather bag full of money inside. This money is your wife's money. Whether I took it or not, I would have shot her. It's too late for you to protest. Dong Jun was very angry when he answered the phone. His wife was kidnapped and lost. How can he calm down? He chased after the big brother but could not keep up. After obtaining the material evidence as a bag in hand, Dong Jun brings delivery to the close. He wants them to collect fingerprints in bags for investigation, or look for clues on the handbag. Unexpectedly, the police were incompetent and useless. Do not want to investigate but find enough reasons to delay. Tell Dong Jun to go back first. In a few days, the leader will return. Conduct fingerprint investigation on bags. Dong Jun is deeply worried about his wife's safety. Why are you still in the mood to wait for the police to investigate? That night a brother left for a long time, called Dong Jun and told him to go find him. Ambassador of the Black Sect. There's no one in Korea that Dong Jun can't find. It's just that the cost to him is quite high. Dong Jun has already reached the end of the road. Can only come to his debtor to collect money. Unbelievable debtor dare look down on Dong Jun. Talking to him was not polite. Cursed at Dong Jun's family, and told his juniors to teach him a lesson, so that you can understand what politeness is. Guy who challenged Dong Jun stood up and slapped him hard. How can Dong Jun let him do it? Pick him up and throw him in the closet. The big brother started to tremble in fear of Dong Jun. 2 men sitting nearby stood up, started attacking Dong Jun. Dong Jun only needed a few seconds to knock someone down. The other person was lifted up and pressed onto the table. The last bald head slowly stood up. The aura of the bald head also looks like a master. Dong Jun said slowly, "Do you want to die?" The bald guy told the big brother to pay Dong Jun. At this point, the big man was very scared. He told Dong Jun to calm down. He has already prepared the money. When Dong Jun got the money, he went to see Big Boss. Big Boss says he will find her within a day. Soon they were aiming for a suspicious car. Then he pretended to be a police officer. Investigate information at the place of buying and selling used cars. Based on license plate registration information, they find an underground casino. I didn't expect this casino to be owned by KTAE. The beautiful receptionist listened to them talk about finding people, smiled contemptuously, immediately call a security number 2. Dong Jun intends to fight with these people, but was stopped by the big boss. Just misunderstood, we are all friends. Unexpectedly, the big boss was beaten by the bodyguards and fell to the ground. Big boss screaming, I surrender, please stop. Dong Jun gradually lost patience. He strode over to the bodyguards. Use left and right movements to slowly defeat each of them. The casino receptionist began to feel apprehensive. Now it's time for Dong Jun to take action. One by one, he handled them neatly. The casino bodyguards obediently gave in. The receptionist gave Dong Jun Ki Tai's business card. The business card made Dong Jun recall the details. Turns out the driver the other day crashed into the back of his car. Also gave him this business card. Dong Jun finally found a valuable clue. He quickly found the driver's name the day before. Then drag him to the repair shop. Conduct oppression by torture. No wonder this guy is so loyal. Refused to declare any information related to the boss. KTAE at the office knew the driver was arrested. Afraid of his information being revealed again, he called Dong Jun. Used Dong Jun's wife's life. Threatened him to kill the driver. Otherwise, he will drown his wife in the water until she dies. Dong Jun was forced to the last step. I can only listen to him. Use a rope to strangle the driver. When KTAE saw his driver dead, he made one more request, that is, give him the money at the coffee shop. He will immediately release his wife. When KTAE hung up the phone, Dong Jin woke up the driver. It turned out that he had deceived KTAE earlier. His driver is still alive. Only lost consciousness due to acupressure points. Then they have to go to the police station, recover the money for exhibits previously handed over. But to get it back from the police station is harder than robbing a bank. At this time, Big Boss thought of a prank. He is pretending to be a police officer. Infiltrate the police station. Big Boss when showing fake police card for security check. They immediately raised their hands in greeting. Big Boss smoothly entered the police station. Police on duty after hearing request from Big Boss, hastily took out the evidence from the day before. 2 people are preparing books and bags to leave, but no wonder this policeman is also careful. Through gestures and actions of 2 people, realize they are not leaders. Because real leaders grow more proud and arrogant, the police immediately pulled out a gun and restrained the 2 people. Dong Jun outside was very worried, knowing that something was wrong. He couldn't wait any longer, he set fire to the police car. The explosion caused all the police in the station to panic. 2 people seized the opportunity to carry money bags, and then quickly left. After Dong Jun received the money, he immediately called KTAE. Know the location of the transaction. Dong Jun burst into the building alone, swung a punch at the doorman. He discovered where his wife was locked through the camera screen. Dong Jun immediately ran to the place where his wife was locked. Thug blocks his way. Dong Jun banged him against the wall. Finish processing a name quickly. After solving one name, right after that, there are 2 names coming. Ki Tai's bodyguard in the next room was very worried. He knows that outside Dong Jun is very angry. One by one, the bodyguards were quickly handled by Dong Jun. The bodyguard locked the door, then took a fruit knife and stood in ambush. Suddenly, a steel punch pierced the door. The bodyguard fell to the ground unconscious. Dong Jun opened the door and stepped inside. At this time, there is still a guy who is not afraid of death who wants to fight with Dong Jun. He ran over and jumped up. Up next are 2 things that hit people. No wonder this guy also has a bit of bravery. Dong Jun swings his fist, but the opponent turns around in the air. Give him a thunderbolt kick. Dong Jun was really beaten up at that time. Should be unbalanced. This bodyguard's kung fu is very powerful. Next, this guy continued to attack, but Dong Jun caught his leg, then slammed him hard to the ground. Add a few powerful punches that knock the opponent unconscious. Dong Jun continued to go to the room where his wife was being held. If you meet any bodyguard, you can easily defeat them. Very quickly solved the thugs. At this moment, in front of him, a man in a black vest stepped out. So this guy is the big brother the other day in the car crash. Dong Jun prepares to attack him, but no doubt too disdainful. Should be easily knocked back by the opponent. Dong Jun out a right hook. But the opponent doesn't seem to feel anything. He strangled Dong Jun, making him unable to stand. Next grabbed Dong Jun's collar, then hit the wall hard. Could Dong Jun be defeated so easily? Of course not. Dong Jun aimed at the right time to hug his waist. Then use all your might. Pick up the boss, causing him to float on the ceiling. Then knock the thug to the ground. In the end, Dong Jun made a close knockout. Finish off the boss. After dealing with the bodyguards, Dong Jun went to the room where his wife was being held. But when did she get taken away? Then the police force also showed up. Save the other girls. And Dong Jun's wife is still in the hands of kidnappers, too frustrated to drive alone to suspicious areas. On the way, he successfully stopped Ki Tai's car. Ki Tae quickly told the driver, car back to escape, and Dong Jun stepped on the accelerator to chase. The car just backing up can avoid sharp turns. Then Dong Jun accelerated suddenly, crashed Ki Tai's car and turned 180 degrees. After the car turned around, Dong Jun directly drove forward to block the head, want to force the car behind to stop. Unexpectedly, Ki Tai's driver is also a professional driver. Press the accelerator pedal all the way to the front. Dong Jun slammed on the brake pedal. This scene made someone sit in front of the screen. Must also smell the burnt tires. Finally, Dong Jun aimed at the right opportunity. Stepped on the gas pedal but no luck. The sound of the roadside caused the car to overturn. After rolling a few laps in the air, then the bus also landed on the ground. I don't know what happened to Dong Jun after this accident. Ki Tae tried to get out of the car to check, holding a 100-pound axe, and ran down to cut him. But Dong Jun fortunately woke up at the right time. Ki Tae stood on the roof of the car and repeatedly slashed at the window. Next, Dong Jun pulled his collar, dragged him into the car. The car started to shake violently. A few seconds later, Ki Tae was kicked straight out. Dong Jun also got out of the car to check, see if he's still alive. Ki Tae crawled while apologizing and begged Dong Jun for forgiveness. He put a knife to his neck, intending to kill himself. He also told Dong Jun to quickly save his wife. When Dong Jun lost focus, Ki Tae stabbed him secretly, but Dong Jun was lucky to catch the knife. Broke the arm of the cunning Ki Tae, then gave this guy a few more punches. Dong Jun quickly ran into the car. I called my wife to wake up, she was finally safe and sound. At the same time, he also felt exhausted, could not bear to go to jail. Not long after, the police arrived there to check the scene. Dong Jun only relies on his own strength. Destroy an entire criminal organization of human trafficking. The couple also have a peaceful life. Career flourishes like a kite in the wind. Buy a nice luxury car. Since then it's like a peaceful and happy life. The movie ends here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like and share. Goodbye and see you again.